Right, Honourable Speaker, I want to thank you
to all of you
for your communication. I want to specifically make a comment on the CHAN, the African Championship tournament that Uganda is co-hosting. It would appear as if this tournament is a month from now. But as a matter of fact, Uganda's first game against Algeria is on the 4th. That's next week. But Right Honourable Speaker, this tournament, for us to be hosting this tournament, is a very important milestone for the country. I am surprised that government has not given the tournament the attention it deserves. If you speak to the media organizations here, none of them has received money to advertise this tournament. And you expect Ugandans to go to Nambole to cheer our teams when they are completely ignorant of this tournament. Right Honourable Speaker, we want to find out why government has not taken advertising and this tournament as a top priority. As we speak now, Right Honourable Speaker, the countryside is not aware. And we cannot be successful unless we have the fan base. We are playing Algeria, a top club on the continent. And we really rely on the home support for us to become victorious. Why have we invested heavily in this tournament if we are actually not advertising? We are not engaging the media. There is no program. Right Honourable Speaker, I don't know whether you've been invited for the official opening ceremony. Me in my capacity as chairperson Parliamentary Sports Club, I have not been invited. I don't know whether the government chief whip is invited. I can challenge him to say it on the floor. Here, Honorable Amson Obua, or the Minister for Defense or Internal Affairs. So, what are we really doing? This is a very big potential. We can tap into it. Some of the countries are arriving today for the tournament, today. But nothing is out there. So I think this is something we need to take very seriously as a country for us to take advantage of this opportunity. I thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
When Uganda is playing, no more games like with other countries, you over-advertise. But this time we are not seeing anything. Maybe I have not seen a name. Do they invite anyway? Government.
And I welcome you back from the recess. Madam Speaker, you have already guided or directed that the Ministry of Education and Sports should present a statement on AFCON, and I believe that will also cover CHAN, because CHAN is a precursor to Africa Cup of Nations. But that said, the information I have...
I am happy the minister has just entered in. I think he was watching. And yes, Honourable Minister, you've come.
May I now leave for the minister to...
Any other person who has an issue on that, so that the minister answers at all.
Madam Speaker, you are aware that I represent the interests of the country as far as promoting intermediaries is concerned, and also promoting scouting. It is true that the world is excited about our hosting CHAN and AFCON. But it is also true that some scouts out there are asking, and they are seeing minimal publicity as far as CHAN is concerned. So maybe what Honorable Suman has raised is important. Let's step that up such that the publicity can go wide, and we attract many scouts to come and watch the good talent that the country will be providing.
Speaker. Honorable Romero, you want a clarification?
Madam Speaker, I would like to, and not very many people are aware about us having the CHAN here. But Honorable Angura has just said that the world is excited. So I wanted to seek clarification. Who is that world that is excited? Who are those ones that are excited? Right, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, thank you. Honorable Minister. host Chan, and we're saying you cannot light your candle and leave it under the bed. It will not serve the purpose. We are going to host Chan. So many people don't know that we are hosting Chan. Apart from the other day, I think stadium, people need to be aware of the hosting. To date, I don't even see one billboard when I'm moving that shows that there is Chan being hosted in Uganda. When we're hosting CISCOP, everybody knew about CISPOC. Everybody knew about CISCOP. They didn't know what it meant, but they knew we have CISCOP. What can we do? Do you need our help as Parliament?
Well, Madam Speaker and honorable colleagues, let me to host AFCON 2027 and CHAN 2024. When I was seated on my back, one of the colleagues asked, what is CHAN? And I want to answer the colleague that CHAN is simply Africa Championship. That is under the Confederation of African Football. It's a competition for locally based players. For instance, now, this continent, in line with the Confederation of African Football, came up with a tournament to market our locally based players who play in our local leagues. And that's why this competition was given to us as Uganda. And I want to recall, we were awarded in September last year, and this competition was meant to take place last year. No wonder we call it CHAN 2024. We did plead with CAF to revise it to 2025. They said no. This competition has its calendar, which takes place after every 2 years. So for us as Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, we got the hosting rights. And that's why I got in a point where the Chief Whip said, it is also a precursor to the main competition, which we call AFCON 2027, to check on our readiness as a country. And specifically, I want to address ourselves to the 3 East African countries. The question is, why is there so much publicity in the media across the entire region? Madam Speaker, there are quite many factors which I want to say. First, we must look at the hosting rights. This competition has sponsors by the Confederation of African Football. So whatever we try to do as a country, we must work within the confine of the agreement which we signed. So for this purpose, Madam Speaker, we did commit as a country to undertake this competition. As of now, we have been mobilizing resources internally to work within the agreement which we signed so that we don't infringe. For instance, MTN would be interested in coming to help the government to advertise this competition, but CAF has its own sponsors which within that agreement say, please, here, this is where you reach. But, Madam Speaker, within the little resources we are having, we have started with the process. Number one, we started the launch, which I want to thank Madam Speaker, Parliament, particularly you and your deputy, that even during my speech in Kololo, I recognize the role Parliament has played in supporting sports development in the country. Number two, the Deputy Speaker did lead the team to Cairo on your behalf to ensure that we got the hosting rights of this competition, and I'm happy with that. Now, where are we today? This morning I chaired a meeting specifically to look at resources, to earmark resources after having gotten guidance from the Confederation of African Football. And by the way, you might think it's only me, it's across the 3 East African countries, to specifically come out now with what do we do, what don't we have to do in line with that agreement we signed. And I want to confirm this, Madam Speaker, that going forward, you're going to see us in full blast in terms of promotion of this competition for purposes of informing the country that we have a football competition in Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, which is beginning on 2nd of August up to 28th of August in the 3 East African countries. So, honorable colleagues, I invite you to come and cheer our national team, the Uganda Cranes.
When is our national team playing?
Our first game is on the 4th.
How do Ugandans outside there in Katakwi
Madam
get to know?
Speaker, as of this
Honorable
morning,
Minister, just a minute. We are requesting for something small. Advertise the game between our national team and the other team that is playing. I don't think CAF will restrict you from advertising.
We are going to take place in August 2025.
Thank you. Honorable Segona.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. I am concerned. You know, my young brother having competed, I congratulate him, by the way, upon defeating Mulalu. At having competed against Mulalu, I am concerned that the minister is avoiding a very critical issue. How did you end up signing a document that binds us not to advertise even within our jurisdiction? In other words, looking out sponsors or potential sponsors in this. Maybe it was during this time that you were competing with Mulalu.
Madam Speaker, you know, there are certain things which than I. Let me address myself to...
Honorable Minister, we are not asking for too much. All as representative of the people, we want the public to understand, to know that we are having a game in this country. And this game is very, very important for a country. Very, very important. And since our team is the one playing first, can we have the fans get to know that we are having a game on such and such a date? You will find that stadium, even if you don't charge anybody, will not go there. People will not go because they don't know. So that's what we want. We are only requesting you. Can we have you hype up your game? A commitment from you that by tomorrow, we want everybody in Kampala to know that there is CAF.
Madam Speaker, I want to repeat and to confirm that as far as the competition of African Championship 2024 is concerned, we have started with the total media campaign to encourage and call upon all Ugandans to come and support and watch the Uganda Cranes and other teams which are coming to play in a group fixture which has been scheduled here in Uganda. Number two, I also want to reiterate to inform my colleague, it's not true that I came to know about this today. I am the Minister of Sports and I've been part and parcel of the competition and the entire process, right from when the bid was made up to the stage where we are today. So I only want to tell you that, like Honorable Segona was bringing forward, that there are certain things which I can do directly as a minister responsible, but there are also certain things indirectly which hamper my work in line with the continental obligations between the government and the Confederation of African Football. For purpose of this one, friends, you know my capability. I want to encourage you. Madam Speaker, as I sum up, I call upon Parliament and to be honest that please, the competition is here. Number two, come and watch the games.
Honorable
Number three,
Minister, we are not going to be your spokespersons.
I am here.
Advertise the game, and we are not going to allow you to use Parliament to call the public. Do what is requested of you. Tomorrow, we want to see the town colored.
Speaker, as I sum up, I want to confirm some of us who come from Entebbe, you must have seen right from the airport, throughout we have put in billboards. Some of us who are in the city here, the work is going on media, radios, televisions. I want to confirm we are going to put in adverts which are already ongoing on social media, name it, it's all over there. The only challenge which has not been there is that maybe at the countryside, but to the capital we are there. I thank you so much.
There is Kimosho. Honorable,
I think the minister has indirectly pleaded with us that we give him time.
Honorable Minister, you're winning, and we can also see as we move out, because we don't stay here. We should be able to see when we move out that this is what is happening, and that's that. But it is all for the good of Uganda.
Madam Speaker, I'm most obliged. I will bring a report tomorrow to inform the House of how far we have come, where we are, and where we intend to be. For purposes of that divert, we will also do it, Madam Speaker. I thank you so much, but I want to thank Parliament for always being there for me. I want to thank you and members for being there, and I reiterate, I invite you to come and watch our first game on 4th of August in Nambole, 8 p.m. Thank you very much. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Honorable